Hello everyone. Today, I am honored to present our study titled Utilizing Padlet for Project-Based Learning, a study on the relationship between student formative self-assessment and psychological capital. In this research, we explored how integrating a digital tool, Padlet, into project-based learning, or PBL, can support students' formative self-assessment and how their psychological capital affects this process. Our goal was to understand the intersection of technology and learning psychology to improve teaching practices and student outcomes. The findings provide insights not only for educators using digital tools in their classrooms but also for those interested in how students' mindset, confidence, and resilience contribute to their academic growth. In recent years, the rapid development of digital tools has led to a global trend in education that emphasizes interdisciplinary learning. Educational institutions worldwide are increasingly focused on cultivating cross-disciplinary skills, critical thinking, and problem-solving abilities in students to prepare them for real-world challenges. This shift has led to a renewed interest in project-based learning, PBL, as an instructional approach. Project-based learning is a student-centered teaching method that encourages students to engage with real-world projects, often in collaborative settings. This process supports the development of essential skills such as teamwork, communication, and problem solving, by allowing students to work together on meaningful projects. However, achieving the learning outcomes of PBL requires careful curriculum planning, students' foundational knowledge, and effective use of teaching resources. Incorporating digital tools into PBL has gained traction due to its potential to enhance learning efficiency, flexibility, and interactivity. One such tool, Padlet, is a collaborative online platform where students can post, organize, and share ideas in real time. Padlet has been shown to effectively support communication and collaboration, making it an ideal choice for a PBL environment where teamwork and idea sharing are critical. Padlet provides a convenient interface for students to reflect on their work, making it a powerful tool for formative self-assessment. In our study, we specifically focused on two areas. 1. Formative self-assessment allows students to reflect on their learning continuously, providing them with the opportunity to identify areas for improvement, track their progress, and self-regulate. 2. Psychological capital, or PsyCap, is a concept encompassing four key components: self-efficacy, hope, resilience, and optimism. Research has shown that high psychological capital is positively associated with enhanced learning motivation, emotional well-being, and academic performance. By analyzing PsyCap, we aim to understand how these psychological traits influence students' engagement and performance in self-assessment. With this foundation, our study sought to answer two primary research questions. 1. In a PBL course using Padlet, how do students' self-assessment characteristics such as posting frequency, word count, and alignment with assessment topics relate to one another? 2. How does students' formative self-assessment relate to their psychological capital? These questions guided our exploration into how students interact with Padlet in a PBL setting and how psychological factors shape their self-reflection and self-assessment abilities. Our literature review covered three main areas. 1. Application of digital tools in PBL. Previous studies demonstrate that digital tools in PBL increase engagement, improve teaching efficiency, and support collaborative learning. Researchers like Gaon have highlighted that tools like Padlet facilitate communication and teamwork, while others, such as Neshiva and colleagues, have noted improvements in organizational skills among students when using digital tools in project activities. 2. Formative self-assessment in learning. Self-assessment is a powerful tool for student growth, fostering self-regulation, self-reflection, and metacognitive skills. Rodriguez and colleagues found that formative self-assessment significantly enhances learning motivation and helps students internalize learning objectives. When integrated into PBL, self-assessment encourages students to think critically about their progress and learning goals, helping them continuously adjust their approach to achieve better outcomes. 3. Psychological capital and learning. Psychological capital, PsyCap, includes self-efficacy, hope, resilience, and optimism. Studies indicate that students with high PsyCap exhibit greater learning motivation, engagement, and emotional stability. Jeremias's research shows that self-efficacy and resilience are particularly important, helping students manage stress and stay focused on their goals. High PsyCap is linked to a positive attitude towards learning, which is crucial in a PBL environment where challenges and setbacks are common. However, existing research has yet to thoroughly investigate the combined impact of digital tools, formative self-assessment, and PsyCap within PBL. Our study fills this gap by examining how Padlet-based self-assessment and psychological factors interplay to affect students' learning experiences. Our study was conducted with 756 students across 27 classes, from which we randomly selected 280 students from 10 classes for close observation to ensure a diverse representation. The course was structured around 5 instructional stages, each designed to support different stages of project development. Each stage concluded with a self-assessment activity that students completed and posted on Padlet. After the course, students who completed all 5 stages underwent a psychological capital assessment, covering self-efficacy, hope, resilience, and optimism. This assessment allowed us to analyze the correlation between their PsyCap levels and their engagement in formative self-assessment. To better understand the role of self-assessment, we analyzed several variables within the Padlet posts, including posting frequency, how often students posted on Padlet during each stage, word count, the length of each post, topic keyword usage, the extent to which students used relevant keywords related to the assessment topics. By examining these factors, we aim to understand how students' engagement and reflection quality might differ based on their PsyCap levels. We used methods such as contingency table analysis, chi-square tests, and decision tree analysis to explore the relationships among these variables. Our findings revealed several insights into the relationship between self-assessment, Padlet engagement, and psychological capital. 1. Impact of self-assessment variables. We discovered that students who posted more frequently, wrote longer posts, and used topic-related keywords tended to produce content that was more relevant and aligned with the assessment goals. The chi-square tests confirmed that these variables had a significant impact on content relevance, while the decision tree analysis identified keyword usage, word count, and posting frequency as key factors in predicting content alignment. 2. Psychological capital and self-assessment. Our analysis of psychological capital showed that students with higher levels of PsyCap, particularly those scoring high in self-efficacy and hope, performed better in formative self-assessment. These students were more engaged in course activities, displayed higher confidence in self-assessment, and demonstrated greater alignment with course objectives. Conversely, students with lower levels of PsyCap had weaker self-assessment performance, with lower posting frequency, word count, and topic relevance. These findings suggest that psychological capital, especially self-efficacy and hope, plays a crucial role in determining students' engagement and self-assessment success in a PBL environment. Students with high PsyCap are better equipped to manage the challenges and uncertainties of PBL, reflecting their learning progress more effectively on Padlet. In conclusion, this study highlights the importance of psychological capital in supporting formative self-assessment within a PBL environment. Our findings suggest that psychological capital significantly influences how effectively students reflect on their learning and engage with self-assessment. Specifically, self-efficacy and hope are key factors that help students maintain motivation, stay resilient in the face of challenges, and actively participate in reflective activities on Padlet. Resilience and optimism help students cope with challenges in PBL, maintaining a positive outlook and motivation to improve. These insights provide valuable guidance for educators aiming to support student success in PBL. Teachers who foster high PsyCap through encouraging feedback, challenging tasks, and a supportive learning environment can help students maximize their potential for self-assessment and collaborative learning. To enhance the impact of PBL with digital tools, we have a few key recommendations. 1. Enhance psychological capital. Teachers can support students' self-efficacy and hope by designing challenging but achievable tasks, providing regular positive feedback, and creating a classroom culture that celebrates progress and effort. These strategies help students build the confidence needed for effective self-assessment. 2. Incorporate digital tools. Leveraging tools like Padlet allows students to actively reflect, organize their thoughts, and engage with their peers. Padlet's interactive and collaborative nature is ideal for PBL, as it offers a flexible platform for recording, sharing, and discussing student reflections. 3. Future research directions. Our study encourages future research to further explore how psychological capital can be integrated into curriculum design, particularly in technology-enhanced PBL environments. Understanding the nuances of PsyCap can help teachers design more impactful instructional activities that support holistic student development, encompassing both academic success and personal growth. Thank you all for your attention. This concludes my presentation on how Padlet can be used in PBL to support formative self-assessment and how psychological capital impacts student success. I hope this research offers new insights into the role of digital tools and psychological support in education. I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.